just filmed this and the audio was all wrong because it used the webcam microphone instead of the actual microphone, so it sounds wrong. So I'm gonna just re-record it quickly. Gonna put less effort into it, but yeah. So what I am today, I've come here, which is obviously a different place to the other ones. It's my mum's house. I go between. And yeah, I've got a desktop PC there, which I don't normally. If anyone's ever seen me do videos from this desk, they'll realise. I can't position the camera correctly either. So yeah, that's new. Other than that, I haven't had anything I really had to commit to today, because basically all my work is done, and anything that isn't done is far from being due. I've got a really great teacher who kind of doesn't care when things are handed in as long as they are by the end of college, so that's quite funny. But yeah. Sorry, I thought I heard something. So, that's that summed up very quickly. The main thing I wanted to do is, somebody asked me about example solves in my last thing, so after I do the numbers thing, which isn't really very long, I'm just going to shove some example solves in the end of the video, and so skip ahead a bit to wherever I'm holding a cube in front of a camera, and you'll get that. I'll do 3, I think, just to save time. I did 5 before, and then the thing broke, so basically, there's not a lot of really interesting stuff about that number, except for Call of Duty. Call of Duty Zombies obviously has element 115. If you know the overarching story, you'll know that was the element used to create the zombies. So I knew that before I looked it up, but the other things I learned were that if you dial that number in Mauritius or Italy, you'll get the fire brigade, and if you dial it in Vietnam, you'll get the ambulance. It's also the atomic number of Moscovium. The mathematics, I've decided I'm going to stop going into because it's just going to make me look stupid, because I don't know maths. I know maths, but I don't know much maths because I stopped liking it and stopped studying it, so that's that stuff all done. I'm going to do some example solves now, so if you don't care somehow, then don't watch, and if you do, here we go. Just position this a bit better. Fine. Okay. I'm not even going to cut this video because, you know, it's not worth it. Oh, that's trippy. Let's just angle this a bit differently. Anyway, hopefully that's not distracting. Yeah, make it free. That is the most distracting thing of all time. Let me just click out of that. Anyway, we've got a lot of red blocks, but that's gonna. So I'm not gonna bother with preserving that, but I can likely do something with this. I'm thinking. It will work better as a free pair on white. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a U2, and then I'm going to solve these cross edges together, F prime, insert that, and then I notice this, oh, and that. Okay, let's insert that, and then I saw this come out, and I just realised, yep, that is a ridiculous solve. That would actually be a 4. Anyway, moving onwards before I get too annoyed that I did that as an example solve. Got pairs all over the place, and no idea what to do with them. This looks like a green cross to me. So I'm just going to do an F2L case that solves both of them a bit later in the solve. So I'm going to do this F prime and solve that with the corner, and I'm going to solve this F2L pair, and then I'm going to solve this one like this with a commutator, and I'll just show that on a different cube. Which I think I did that as usual. It's just L3 setup, so you can have this interchange here. So yeah, where was I? Oh yeah. Sorry, I forgot what cross I did because you can switch here technically, but I know it was green now. And I was here. So back slot, we may as well solve first, and then doing a sledge here seems like an easier way to finger trick the EO, so I'll do that. And then here we've got one of these cases, but I'm from this angle, so I'm going to use an alternate angle for the zebula. Don't even know if that's better. I use it on big cubes. I actually learned that before I learned the proper alg for it, which is silly. Okay, so really finger tricky white cross, and I can do this as my first pair. So I'm gonna solve these three together like that. D prime. Insert that, and then we get this free pair here. And by deduction, I know this is the right edge, and since I saw this corner right in front of me, I'll just go into that. And then I think it's better to solve this into the back first. Yeah, sets up that pair. I like to go with my instincts like that sometimes. And I feel like this is going to set up an yellow, I know. I'll just do Nicholas here. It doesn't. In fact, I just pretend I didn't do that. So we'll just do OLL and PLL. God, I can actually execute that properly. I promise. Anyway, was that 3? Yeah, it was. Right, there we go. That's today's video. So that's kind of a boring one because I didn't achieve much except playing Minecraft and Doctor Who. I've watched some Doctor Who. I watched a couple of ones I hadn't watched before from the 4th and 6th. I'm going to say it at the end of the video because I know a lot of people won't care, but yeah, I've been really getting into watching some of the older stuff because mainly because I haven't really watched any visual ones from Colin. Well, except the Twin Dilemma, which is awful. No, I watched Attack of the Cybermen, which was actually quite good. And from Tom Baker, I watched the first half of The City of Death. But yeah, Tom Baker is definitely in the top half of my favourites, but he's not my favourite by a long shot, and which is going to offend people. Anyway, yeah, try not to bore people too much with that, so I'm going to pop off now because I've got something set up for college and then hopefully get a few hours of sleep in before my first lecture. So, right, see you in a day.